be having a question and answer portion. So if you have questions, just type in your questions. But if it is on a more personal note or more personal level, I suggest that you book a free consultation with us. So I'll just post the link of the consultation so that we can answer those more personal questions. And take note, guys, everything is free. And all right, so let us now proceed for our first partner school. We have here from Vancouver Community College. We have here Miss Rona Diaz.
Hello everyone. I hope you guys can hear my audio. It's clear. Is it clear?
Yes, Miss Rona.
All right. Thank you very much. So just give me a second. I'm going to share my PowerPoint. Are you able to see my screen now?
Yes, Miss Rona.
All right. So hello once again, and I'm Rona. I'm the in-country manager of Vancouver Community College in the Philippines. Thank you so much to our partner, Kanata Education, for having VCC in this webinar. They're a good partner of VCC, so certainly they can help you guys secure a letter of acceptance from our school for you to start your, journey as an international student. Now, so for this presentation, of course, I'm going to introduce VCC, the programs that we offer, the popular programs, particularly among the Filipinos, and why should you choose us among other colleges or institutions in Canada? All right. So guys, VCC is one of the largest and oldest public colleges in British Columbia, and it's set up way back in 1965. So it's been there for around 60 years. In 1965, it was formed by bringing together several colleges or institutions in Vancouver, such as the King Edward School, Vancouver School of Art. These schools have been long established. For example, one of them, the Vancouver School of Art, was set up way back in 1909. So that was like years ago. So modesty aside, the reputation is there. It has been known for offering, VCC has been known for offering what we call career programs, the programs that lead to high demand occupations. So as a result of that, of course, we have very positive outcomes. As you can see on my screen, so 94% of our graduates are very happy with their education. They're able to achieve whatever's their educational goal, and the school has helped them achieve that goal. The average class size is small, that's 21. And because of that, students are given the individualized attention they need. And just to let you know, in Canada, most of the jobs are oftentimes found because of strong ties or connections. So our instructors are highly network or connected with the industry. And with that number, you get to build rapport or positive relationship with these instructors and your classmates for you to find these job opportunities. And we have very high employment rate, averaging between 92 to 95%. In fact, there are programs that have 100% employment rate, like the business management post-degree, network tech post-degree, baking, and of course, CAD and BIM. Of course, the best person who can really talk about the school would be the current or the alumni of that institution. Now, let's hear the testimony of one of the Filipino students. She's lovely. She's on her second year taking early childcare in education. So let's listen to her brief testimony now.
Hi, my name is Lovely Tan. I am from the Philippines and I am studying early childhood care and education at VCC. Having served as an elementary school teacher in the Philippines, I was inspired to continue my education in this field that I am really passionate about. Vancouver Community College is a welcoming and inclusive learning environment that offers support to international students. I have learned many new things about teaching approaches, strategies, and our roles as an ECE educators to support the diverse needs, cultures, and abilities of the young children and their families. It's also a great experience to meet many different people with different cultures, and the best part actually is having Filipino students in the program. The instructors bring in so much resources to the classroom that we learn so much from. After completing my first term, I applied for the ECE Assistant Certificate, which enabled me to work part-time. I now work as a part-time ECE assistant in a licensed childcare center. I am enjoying my part-time work because I can apply my knowledge and skills that I learned from VCC. And really what excites me are the opportunities that awaits as an ECE educator here in BC. I am looking forward to share what I've learned from this institution and impart my knowledge and skills to the young children to help them reach their full potential. It is a great experience to study here. Choose VCC.
So guys, based on the testimonial of Lovely, the program is highly employable. And just to share, you just have to complete one course or subject of that program on the first term. Then you get to obtain or get your early childhood care assistant certificate. And for example, Lovely, when she obtained her certificate as an assistant ECE, she earned as much as $30 per hour by working at the child care center where she lives. So that's what I was saying a while back, that the programs we offer are highly employable, meeting the society's job needs. So where is VCC located? This is the map of Canada. We're on the western coast facing the Pacific Ocean. This is Vancouver. And many factors, should compel you really or convince you to choose Vancouver City as a study destination. So there are a lot of Filipinos in Metro Vancouver area, so more than 200,000. And Vancouver has always been regarded as one of the most beautiful and livable cities in the world, always included in the top 5. And if you're looking for a location in Canada that's not so cold, so Vancouver is ranked first. Sometimes some websites rank at second, having the most, the mildest climate or temperatures. It's not too cold, making it perfect really as a study destination for you to study, work, and live. And of course, another compelling reason, there was a study conducted to assess the major locations in Canada, the highly developed cities, and determine which are the best locations when it comes to employment. The result of that study is shown on the screen. So this is the figure. And as you can see, Vancouver ranks first. Vancouver is the best place in Canada for work, especially among the youth or the young people. And this is based on a survey or research. So where is VCC located? We have 2 campuses, guys, the VCC downtown and the VCC Broadway. So these are the 2 campuses, conveniently located near commercial shops and facilities. So malapit sila sa mga SkyTrain stations and of course, sa mga commercial hubs or mga prospective employers, all right? That's downtown campus, and this is Broadway. And just to help you imagine how our campuses look like, particularly the Broadway campus, if you guys already watched the Netflix series, The Good Doctor, si Dr. Murphy, the hospital there, particularly the interior and also the exterior, di ba yung sa episode 1 yung may bridge, that is our VCC Broadway campus. So particularly yung interior, because our health sciences programs like the healthcare, nursing related programs are in that campus. So doon din na shoot yung The Good Doctor. So that series would really serve as a testimonial that we are offering state-of-the-art facilities for our students. According, guys, to the provincial government, approximately 1 million jobs will be created in the next 10 years. So again, that's great news for you. And especially that Vancouver is ranked first when it comes to, employment. All right. In terms of minimum wage, the province has one of the highest. I think it's second next to Nunavut. That's 15.65 per hour. And it's increasing annually. So it'll increase again this June 1st. All right. So again, that's great news. Going back to Lovely's story, imagine as an assistant, she earns 30 CAD per hour. So that's pretty high. All right. So this is just the minimum. So why become an international student? Kanata can, of course, explain more, but in briefly, if you become international student, let's say you study for a 2-year program, you can work up to 20 hours per week while studying or part-time, then 40 hours or full-time during term break. We have programs that have, let's say, 1 term break, which has 4 months. So imagine for 4 months, you can work for full-time or for 40 hours. Then some programs have practicum. And of course, after you graduate, you become eligible for post-graduation work permit up to 3 years. But if you stay, let's say, study just for 1 year, your PGWP is only for a year. So it's the PGWP length is dependent or based on the length of your study duration. That's why we highly encourage you to study a 2-year program so that you could maximize your PGWP, thus giving you enough time to become a permanent resident. Now we have many program options for international students. You can see these program areas in my screen. I won't go over one by one, but I'll highlight a few very briefly. So VCC has very reasonable admission requirements. Our tuition fees are very reasonable, where we have affordable tuition fees if you compare to other colleges or institutions in Metro Vancouver area. And so you can easily meet the admission requirements. All right. So these are some of the popular programs that we offer. Right now, the most popular programs for Filipinos are the post-degree diploma programs, or the PDD, like the Business and Project Management, Business Management, Network Technology, Admin Security, and of course, Hospitality Management. So if the credential is PDD, guys, of course, they could upgrade your college degree, which means dapat college graduate kayo, and wala na silang English test or IELTS, just submit a certification that English is the MOI. All right. So, for example, Network Tech, Vancouver ranks first in North America when it comes to tech job growth, according to a CBRE report. Just across VCC downtown, may bagong building si Amazon, and it's creating around 3,000 jobs for Metro Vancouver. So hospitality naman, as you know, Vancouver is a top tourist destination. For example, recently there was a job opening at Fairmont Hotel in downtown Vancouver. Minimum wage is $28 per hour. So that's how lucrative the job prospect is, let's say for hospitality and technology. We also have the diploma program, of course. We're the largest baking and culinary school in Western Canada. We have computer systems if you want to become a programmer, CAD and BIM. If you have a background in architecture or engineering, this has 100% employment rate. Associate of Science, granting you an associate degree credential for you to pursue a bachelor's degree in computer science. Graphic design, fashion, virtual reality and augmented reality design, music and dance, early childhood care, dental tech. So this is health related, optician also, diploma. This is a licensed profession or occupation in Canada. So this is highly recommended. And you can just justify, let's say in your SOP that you want to take the program because you want to go back to the Philippines, set up your own optical business or eye store. That's one way of, justifying this program choice. And of course, this one, the very famous healthcare assistant. We're the only public college in Metro Vancouver offering a 2-year healthcare assistant program. And this one, there was an announcement released by the provincial government saying that they're prioritizing those who have a background in healthcare and early childhood care, applying for permanent residency. Again, if you have a background in healthcare or early childhood care, you will be prioritized by the provincial government when you apply for permanent residency. So let's go over the admission. I want to mention first, guys, our seats run out very quickly. In fact, as I speak, may mga programs na kaming nag-close for winter or January 2024, like the early childhood, the culinary arts, the baking. So the message is you really have to apply the soonest if you want to secure a seat because programs are very popular and competitive. Now, going to the admission requirements. So these are the credentials. For example, if it's a post-degree, it requires a college degree for the academic level, and there's no more English test, just submit a cert of MOI. If you're applying for a program that grants diploma or certificate credentials, the academic level requirement would either be grade 12 or 10, and the English test is required. Great news, we accept Duolingo. If you want to you don't want to take IELTS academic. These are the general admission requirements, very easy to produce. And another great news, we have programs that actually accept students who have whose highest educational attainment maybe grade 10 or fourth year high school. Those are part of the old curriculum, such as culinary arts, baking, graphic design, and cosmetology. How to apply? So it's online now. But again, Kanata is an agent partner of ECCs. Feel free to work with them, coordinate with them in securing your LOA, and application processing time average is 16 business days. So this is a very good illustration that there's a return of investment becoming an international student. These are just some of the programs at VCC. The tuition fee for the whole program duration, let's say 2 years, and this is the annual salary or how much you can expect to earn after completing the program on your first report. So, for example, you took up business management PDD, you will invest around 37,000 CAD. You earn as high as 73,000 CAD on your first year of work. Let's say network tech admin security. You earn as much as, you invest around 39,000 and you earn as much as ranging between 63 to 93,000. So what's the message? It's very positive and strong. There's a return of investment. Mau-offset nyo na agad yung 2-year tuition fee nyo sa first year salary nyo by taking a specific program. Remember, Vancouver is number 1 for employment based on a study itself. It's empirical and it's really based on a survey. So, English test, I already mentioned. Kung ayaw nyo na mag-submit ng test, doon na lang kayo sa PDD, yung Business and Project Management, Business Management, Network Tech, Hospitality Management. But then again, if iba yung gusto niya talagang program area, ang dami pang options. So why VCC? Lahat ng programs namin, PGWP eligible, highly employable ang programs. We're in Vancouver City, a great study destination. We have the reputation, award-winning college institution instructors, high unemployment rate, as I explained earlier. We have very strong relationship with employers, and we connect you, the students, with employers for you to find job opportunities. And we offer practical education. So you may have seen sa a good doctor, my restaurant doon, my coffee shop. In reality, those are fully operational. For example, we own one of the biggest auto shops sa buong province. We have a salon and spa. We have a childcare center. So some of the services we offer, can you just go over? Some Filipinos at VCC. These are some Filipinos also taking leadership roles or winning awards. Sila yung parang president ng mga student councils or representative, let's say, sa BOG or parang Board of Regents. Si Vanessa just won a provincial award sa graphic design, and she's representing the whole British Columbia province sa national competition sa Winnipeg. So that's how exceptional, excellent our Filipino students are. Again, some of the Filipinos at BCC there. So, ang dami na nila. They're ranked second na sa buong student population in terms of number. And I was with them last year, and this is their message for you guys. So thank you very much all for your attention, and really hope to look to seeing you soon at VCC. And I'll hand it over to you, Kanata team. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Rona, for that very informative presentation. I know our participants tonight are very much informed, and they are much aware now for VCC. You can also send them again. Thank you, Miss Rona. And now, may we have Sir Daryl Agapito from Humber College. Good evening, Sir Daryl.
The moment is here. To rise, to thrive, to prove the haters wrong, to prove yourself right. Humber is ready for you to bring it. Your bold ideas, your big dreams, your unique talents. So bring it to class, bring it after class, bring it to the field, bring it in the field. We'll cheer you on from your first class, first hands-on learning experience, and throughout your time at Humber. We'll bring you choices. We'll bring you opportunities. We'll bring you support for all of your possibilities. It's about how you see things and everything that makes you, you. So step onto campus and start your future. Whatever it holds, we'll help you prepare. So you'll be ready, like really ready, to take on whatever the world brings. All you have to do is bring it. We are Humber.
All right. Thank you so much, Martin. And good evening, everyone. Good evening, Kanata team. And good evening, Rona. So again, my name is Daryl Agapito, and I'm the in-country representative of Humber College here in the Philippines. So Humber is one of the institution partners of Kanata in Toronto, Canada. So our full name is Humber College Institute of Technology and Advanced Learning. It is because we are one of the 13 polytechnic institutions in Canada. So there are only 7 polytechnic institutions in the province of Ontario, and there are only 3 in the city of Toronto, and one of those is Humber College. So what this polytechnic college means, it means that we deliver our programs in a combination of theoretical and hands-on learning, and we ensure that we give you the experience that you need while you are still studying at Humber so that you will be job ready after your graduation. With that being said, 79% of our over 200 academic programs have co-op or work placement. So co-op or work placement is like an OJT or internship in the Philippines. So again, you will be required by your curriculum to work so that you can have the experience so that you will be job ready after your graduation. Currently, we have about 42,500 full-time registered students, 8,500 of which are international students from over 130 nationalities. And I'm very happy to say and proud to say that Philippines is already top 3 origin of international students at Humber College. So I hope after this session, if not all of you, most of you will be part of that growing number of Filipinos inside Humber. So this is where we are located. We have 3 campuses. All of them are located in Toronto City, which is the largest city in Canada. Our main campus is the North Campus. It's about 10 minutes away from the largest and the busiest airport in Canada, which is Toronto Pearson International Airport. We also have the Lakeshore Campus, which is about 30 minutes away from the airport, and the IGS, or International Graduate School, in downtown Toronto, right in the middle of the city. If you can see the green line, this is a subway, and the yellow U-shaped line is also a subway, and the purple line up there is also a subway, and all broken red lines that you see are bus lines. So anywhere you live around Toronto, it will be very, very easy for you to access all of our campuses. So what are the services that we offer to our international students? We have the Academic and Career Success Center. If you are looking for your part-time job as an international student, if you're wondering if the school will be assisting you in looking for your part-time job, the answer is yes. We will definitely assist you in looking for them, but I just want to emphasize that we will not be placing you to the jobs. You will still have to submit your CV, go through an interview, and pass the interview for you to get the job. But don't worry, because in the beginning of each semester, we conduct job fairs and networking nights where we bring in our industry partners so that it will be easier for you to have access to those job opportunities around Toronto. We also have the International Center where you can find our international student advisors. If you are having troubles with your study permit, and if you are wondering on how you will be applying for your postgraduate work permit, so just like VCC a while ago, Humber College, our programs are also eligible for postgraduate work permit after your graduation. You can definitely apply for your PGWP, and if you're wondering on how to do that, our ISAs, or International Student Advisors, will be doing workshops on how to submit an application for PGWP even before you graduate. And also, if you are planning to add another 1-year program, if initially you applied for a 1-year program at Humber and you decide that you wanted to add another 1-year program to make your study 2-year program at least, to be eligible for up to 3 years postgraduate work permit, we can also assist you with your study permit extension onshore. All right. We also have the Student Wellness and Accessibility Center. If you are having troubles with your health, maybe physical health or mental health, You can just go to that center and you will be assisted there for free. And also the Athletics and Recreation Center, if you are into sports or into fitness, or if you want to be part of the varsity team, then you can definitely apply and just access all of those facilities for free. And our Leisure Campus is home of our most of postgraduate programs, apart from the IGS or International Graduate School. And most of the classes right now are being delivered face-to-face, so you will have access to those facilities. So going to our programs, again, we have over 200 academic programs where you can choose from. We will not be discussing all of them right now, but just to let you know, we have a little bit of everything. We have programs in fashion and aesthetics, applied technology and engineering. We are quite big on technology and innovation, just like our full name, Humber College Institute of Technology and Advanced Learning. We have a lot of engineering programs where you can choose from. We also have health, sciences, and wellness. Humber College is one of the very few colleges who can offer practical nursing to international students. So again, we are offering practical nursing program to international students. We also have personal support worker, pharmacy technician. We have biotechnology, food and nutrition management, fitness and health promotion. We also have Bachelor of Nursing for those who are in grade 12 and would like to pursue a bachelor's degree at Humber. We also have business accounting and management. Two programs that I want to highlight under that area of interest will be financial planning and insurance management, property and casualty. So as we all know, Sun Life and Manulife, two of the biggest insurance companies in the world, both came from Canada. And you as an international student, you have to be insured. You are required to have your health insurance before flying to Canada, and almost everything has to be insured in Canada. So malaki ang industry ng insurance management, not just in Toronto, but in the whole Canada. That is why we are again offering insurance management, property and casualty, as well as financial planning. But on top of that, we also have global business management, marketing management, project management, supply chain management. We also have undergraduate degree programs in business management and business marketing and business accounting as well. We also have creative arts and design, which includes our architectural technology and interior decorating. We have emergency services as well, and children and youth, which includes our child and youth care services program. We also offer early childhood education, another very in-demand program for Filipinos. We also have community and social services, which includes our social service worker program, and also skilled trades like plumbing techniques, welding techniques, industrial woodworking technician. We also have media, public relations and marketing, and also music and performing arts, includes our theater arts program if you are into acting. And we also have an array of musical instruments where you can choose from if you are into musical instruments. We also have hospitality and tourism, which includes our hotel and restaurant operations management program. We have travel tourism services management program. We also have culinary management, culinary skills, bake and pastry arts management. We also offer information, computer and digital technology programs. We have information technology solutions, cloud computing, and also a very new program at Humber, which is artificial intelligence and machine learning. We also have foundations in language training for those who are teaching English to foreign nationals. You might want to consider our teaching English as a second language program, and also justice and legal studies. For those who are in grade 12 or about to finish grade 12 in the Philippines and you would like to study at Humber College for a bachelor's degree, Humber is one of the very few colleges who can offer bachelor's degree programs to international students. So we now have 31 bachelor's degree where you can choose from. And what's good about studying bachelor's degree at Humber College is that you don't have to attend any preparatory programs anymore, because we are accepting our grade 12 curriculum here in the Philippines. So once you already have your grade 12 first semester grades, then you can already begin with your application to any of our bachelor's degree programs. So going to our admission guidelines, we have 3 intakes at Humber College. That will be September, which is the fall intake, and January, which is the winter intake, and May, which is our summer intake. So right now, we are still accepting applications for September 2023, but there are a lot of programs that have already closed. If you wish to check if your chosen program is still open for September 2023, please contact Kanata as soon as possible. And if you are aiming for January 2024 intake, we will be opening our applications for January 2024 this coming May 15. All right, so if you're aiming for January 2024 for a very high demand program like early childhood education, biotechnology, please submit your documents to Kanata before May 15 so they can line up your documents for submission once we open on May 15. Our admission requirements, if you're applying for a certificate program, diploma program, or advanced diploma program, we will be requiring your high school transcript and high school diploma, even if you already finished your bachelor's degree in the Philippines. So again, if you are applying for certificate 1-year program, diploma 2-year program, or advanced diploma 3-year program, we will be requiring your high school transcript and high school diploma. However, if you're applying for a graduate certificate program or postgraduate degree program, we only need your college transcripts and college diploma. No need for high school documents anymore. Also, another good news for Filipinos, we are waiving IELTS requirement or the language proficiency test requirement. If you have already finished bachelor's degree in any of these schools, then IELTS is already waived. No need for you to submit a certificate of English as medium of instruction, except if you are applying for practical nursing, pharmacy technician, and Bachelor of Nursing. Those 3 programs would still require you to submit language proficiency test. If you finished bachelor's degree, but if the name of your school is not on the list, then you can submit a certificate of English as medium of instruction so we can waive the language proficiency test requirement for you. Also for grade 12 graduates or about to finish grade 12. So previously with Humber College, we are requiring all grade 12 graduates to submit language proficiency test. But another good news for those who are in grade 12, if you will be finishing your grade 12 or have finished your grade 12 in an international school in the Philippines, then you can present a certificate of English as medium of instruction so that we can also waive the IELTS requirement for you. Also, our application fee of 75 Canadian dollars, we are waiving this application fee for all the students who will be submitting their application through Kanata. All right, so no need for you to pay the application fee anymore. Going to our tuition fees are running from 16,000 to 20,000 Canadian dollars for 2 semesters or for 1 year. So again, that's 16,000 to 20,000 Canadian dollars for 2 semesters or for 1 year. And that includes your health insurance already. So again, as an international student, you are required to have your health insurance, and that is already embedded in your tuition fee at Humber College. We also offer scholarships at Humber College of up to 2,000 Canadian dollars. If you have applied to a graduate certificate program, diploma program, or advanced diploma program, after receiving your letter of acceptance, you can separately submit an application to this entrance scholarship of 2,000 Canadian dollars. On top of your LOA or letter of acceptance, we will be requiring 85% GPA or grade point average from your previous school, an IELTS score of 6.5 or any equivalent test. Duolingo is accepted. The Duolingo equivalence of IELTS 6.5 is 125. We will also be requiring 2 references and an essay of why do you wish to apply for this scholarship. If you are a grade 12 graduate or about to finish your grade 12 in the Philippines and will be applying to any of our bachelor's degree, you can automatically qualify for up to 4,000 Canadian dollars scholarship if your GPA from senior high school is 95% or higher. If your GPA is 90 to 95%, you will be getting 3,500 Canadian dollars scholarship. If your GPA is 85 to 90%, you can get 3,000 Canadian dollars scholarship. If your GPA is 80 to 85%, you will be getting 2,000 Canadian dollars scholarship. And all of those are renewable since bachelor degree is 4 years at Humber College. As long as you're able to maintain your grades, then you can still get the same amount of scholarship by the following year. If your GPA is 75 to 80%, you can still get a one-time, non-renewable 1,500 Canadian dollars scholarship. Application process is very easy. We just need your clear, colored, uncut, scanned documents. Submit them to Kanata, and they will be initiating the application process for you. Our processing time is quite long compared to the other colleges in Ontario. It might reach of about 6 to 8 weeks. So Humber College is the largest public college in the whole Canada. That is why we are receiving a big volume of applications each day. Kaya medyo matagal ang processing time at Humber. But rest assured, if you submitted complete documents and you are 100% sure that you will be pushing through with Humber, then Kanata will be requesting to expedite your application with Humber. All right. COVID-19 health and safety measures, everything has already been lifted in Canada as well as at Humber College. So it's easier for you to travel to Canada to attend your classes onshore, on campus. And that is why, in partnership with Philippine Airlines, all Humber College students can get a discounted airfare, and that may be extended up to 2 dependents. You just have to present your letter of acceptance and your tuition fee receipt to avail of that discounted airfare. All right, so I think that's it for my presentation. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening, and I will be joining you for the Q&A later.
All right. Thank you so much, Sir Daryl, for that informative presentation. I know our students here, our participants, are very much excited to be part of Humber College. And at this point, I know all the participants are also curious on how Kanata can help you become an international student. And now we have here Ms. Van to present about Kanata.
Okay, hi, good evening, everyone. Can you hear me? Is it clear? Is my audio
Yes.
clear? All right, okay. Good evening, everyone. Thank you again for staying with us up to this hour. And I'd like to thank also the school representatives that are here with us tonight. But also, thank you for deciding to spend your Friday night with us. And with that, I'm gonna try my best to make the presentation quick and concise. So let me share my screen first. Okay. So can you see it, Martin? Is it?
Yes,
Can
Ms. Van.
everybody see? Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Okay. Sorry, what happened? Okay, so let me do that again. Okay, yeah, finally. All right, so for today's topic is so I'm just gonna discuss to you about who we are as a company, the services that we offer, a brief explanation or brief information about Canada. Next one are the processes involved in terms of applying for your school and for your visa, and the student life and future plans once you become an international student in Canada. All right, so about us. So Kanata is actually where the name of the country Canada originated from. So it means village or coming together or meeting place. So it's not a Japanese word, it's a Native American word. And that's why we decided to get that one as the name of our company. Okay, so we are one of the leading educational agencies in Manila, exclusively for Canada. We've been in the industry for almost 5 years. Okay, so we do have 5 years experience in visa processing and student consultation. And we do have direct partnership with a number of schools like Humber College and Vancouver Community College. So what are the services that we offer? Before I discuss that, let me share with you our mission and vision first. Our mission is to help students to achieve their dream by providing our services at no extra cost So when we say no extra cost, that is because the processing fee when you apply with Kanata or through Kanata is waived. So zero processing fee. Vision is the first avenue of students with common goal of pursuing their education abroad. So what are our services? The first one is assessment. So we provide free assessment to students prior to application. And when does this happen? This happens during the consultation, which is, by the way, free. Okay, so you just need to book your consultation with us. I believe we posted the link already in the chat box. So feel free to book a schedule for consultation so we can do necessary assessment before you decide upon where to study and which program to take. The second one is representation. So we'll be the one to represent you to the schools that you choose to apply in. The third one is documentation. We will provide comprehensive list of requirements and guidelines, both for your school and visa application. And then the fourth one is assistance. So we'll assist you throughout the whole process, not just your visa process, but for the school application as well. Okay. So Canada is the second largest country by land area in the world, and it's divided into 4 regions. So you have your Western Canada, Atlantic Canada, you have Northern Canada, and Central Canada. If you are planning to study in locations like Alberta, British Columbia, Western Canada, Atlantic Canada, and Central Canada, we definitely can help you with that. Okay, not so much in Northern Canada, just to set your expectations. All right, so Canada is known to be one of the most educated countries in the world, and this is being shown as more than half of their population as a tertiary education degree from a college or university. All right, so if you graduate from a school in Canada, you'll have international accreditation. It's considered to be one of the affordable schools compared to, or affordable location rather, compared to other English-speaking countries. So let's say United Kingdom or Australia. So the costs of studying in Canada is lower compared to those locations. Next one is that Canada has a diverse culture and society. It's a country with a very low crime rate. So we can say that it has a healthy and safe community, especially for foreigners who are staying there. Next is that they offer education through English. So it's they use global language education. Next one is that the schools that you can find in Canada offer exciting campus environment. So if you do have time to research, you can look into their website so you can check how nice these schools are and how conducive they are for learning. Next is how they have world-class innovative education, as you've seen in the presentations given by VCC and Humber. Next is that there's possible migration. And the last one is, having unlimited opportunities once you're there. Okay. Benefits of an international student. Before I discuss this one, let's go first and let me enumerate the things that you need to take note of as an international student. So the first one is that you should always enroll at a DLI. So DLI stands for Designated Learning Institution. So these can be private or public institutions in Canada, just like Humber and VCC. Next is you need to make progress towards completing your program. The third one is to respect conditions of the study permit that you're going to hold. The fourth one is to stop studying if you do not meet the requirements. And the last one is to leave Canada when your permit expires. Okay, so one of the benefits that you can get if you study in Canada is that you can work while you study. So you have the option to work on campus and off campus. So no work permit required. You just need to be a full-time student and you need to have a valid student permit. Okay, and then what is a co-op? Co-op is It's like paid internship. Okay, so it's incorporated with the program. In the Philippines, it's very much similar to OJT. It's just that it's paid. Okay, so normally, most of the time it is paid. But there are some instances that it won't be. So you are allowed to work for 20 hours while the classes are ongoing during the school semester, and 40 hours or more during your long breaks, semestral breaks, and holiday breaks. Okay. So can you stay in Canada after your program? Yes, you can, because of PGWP. So PGWP stands for your postgraduate work permit. So PGWP, the duration for that depends on the duration of your program. So if your program is less than 8 months, you are not eligible to apply for PGWP. But if it's a 1-year program, so it's a 1:1 duration. So if it's a 1-year program, you can get a 1-year PGWP. But if your program is for 2 years, your PGWP can be stretched up to 3 years, which is basically why a majority of our applicants really prefer the 2-year program. Next benefit is that you can bring your dependents with you. So who are the dependents that qualify to join you in your trip or while studying in Canada? So the first one is a spouse. So that's a husband and wife. The next one is common law partner and children. Are parents considered as one of your dependents? Unfortunately, they're not. So it's really just these 3: spouse, common law partner, and children. Next one are the documents that you need to collect for submission. So the first one is valid passport. Your passport should be valid. The next one is birth certificate, your academic transcripts, meaning your transcripts from your previous schools, from high school and college. The next one is your diploma and your certificate of employment. That would be required as well. Your IDs, your valid IDs. Your IELTS results depends on the school that you're going to apply in. So there are schools that are waiving their English proficiency tests. However, there are schools that still do require. Okay, but what's nice now is that they have other options aside from IELTS. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with Duolingo. So Duolingo is another type of English proficiency test that you can take online, which I believe also is cheaper and a bit easier compared to IELTS. Next one is your resume. Okay, so what are the processes involved in applying for a study permit to Canada? The first thing that you need to do is to consult with a counselor. So you do that again by booking a consultation. Please visit the link on a chat box. So consultation with counselors from Kanata is free. So you don't need to worry to pay for anything. That is free. You just need to book your schedule. The next one is to gather and submit required documents. The third one is to apply to a designated learning institution. Fourth one is to wait for your letter of acceptance. So the duration for waiting for the LOA or letter of acceptance depends on the school. But normally, on average, it takes 4 to 6 weeks. The next one is to confirm and pay your tuition fee. So when you receive your LOA, that means there's a slot for you in the preferred program that you've applied in. So the next step that you need to do is to reserve that slot. And you do that by paying your tuition fee. So once you've settled the tuition fee, you can now proceed to the visa application. So you need to get a medical test. We call that the upfront medicals. The next one is to complete all the visa requirements. So we'll be issuing you a comprehensive list for the visa checklist. And then number 8 is submit your visa application, which we will do for you. Speaking of visa application, there are 2 types of streams. So we call it streams in terms of visa application. The first one is a regular stream. So this is the most preferred option of visa application for students. The next one is a study direct stream, which is a straightforward, hassle-free type of application for a visa. So we created a table so that you can easily see the difference between the two streams. So if you're planning to take the regular stream, as much as possible, we want you to settle at least the first semester tuition fee. And then you are required to submit your proof of financial capacity. So if you're part of the Facebook groups, you get to see this one. It's a POF, proof of funds, or the show money that they call it. So proof of financial capacity is your 1-year tuition fee plus 10,000 Canadian dollars, which is your estimated living cost for a year in Canada. So if you apply through regular stream, you are not required to take your IELTS. You're not required to submit IELTS results. You need to submit your letter of acceptance from the school. You need to provide a study plan or the statement of purpose. And you need to submit proof of identity. Now, if you're planning to take the study direct stream, you are required to pay your 1-year tuition fee, purchase a guaranteed investment certificate of 10,000 Canadian dollars. You are required to submit your IELTS results with no grade or no band grade lower than 6. You are required also to submit your LOA, your study plan, and your proof of identity. Okay. So yeah, I think this is the last slide. So there, now if you're planning to submit your application and be a student, international student through us, please prepare these following things: so your passport, your resume, your academic transcript. And then you can see here that there's a security deposit. So I mentioned a while ago that our processing fee is waived. However, we require you to pay the security deposit initially. So security deposit costs 10,500 pesos. But this 10,500 pesos, it's consumable. So we call it consumable because once you're applying for your visa application, your visa application fees and your biometrics fees, we'll get it from the security deposit. There. So it's free assessment, unlimited consultation, and free assistance. So we will assist you with your school and visa applications. All right, that's it. So you can follow us in our social media accounts. We have our Facebook account. And then if you have necessary or urgent questions, you may contact us. The number is here. If you want to visit us in our office, the address is there. We are located in Makati. Okay, so that's it. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation. I believe now we can proceed to our Q&A portion.
All right. Thank you so much, Ms. Van, for that very informative presentation. I know our participants tonight are pretty much aware of the services that we can offer and how we'll be able to assist them in becoming an international student. So at this point, if you have questions, just type in the chat box. Also, if it is on a more personal level, we suggest that you book a consultation with us. I'll be posting again the link so that you can book a free consultation with us. All right, so here we have a question from YouTube. So this is for VCC, for Miss Rona. So the question is, how much is the application fee for VCC?
All right, thank you for that question. The application fee, guys, is CAD $145. So again, that's 145 Canadian dollars.
All right, and there is another question, Miss Runa. Do you offer human resource management?
So we don't offer a program that's specifically named as human resource management. It may fall as a course or a subject in 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 a few programs like in business management, hospitality management, or business and project management, but no program specifically named as human resource management.
Okay, I guess we can ask the same question to Sir Daryl as well.
Our application fee is 75 Canadian dollars, but again, we can waive the application fee for students who will be submitting their application through Kanata.
Okay, how about the Sir Daryl? Do you offer human resources management in Humber?
We have a graduate certificate in human resources management,
Okay.
postgraduate program.
Postgraduate. Okay. Next question. So we have one here. It's from Stephanie. How much is a possible tuition fee for electrical engineering? Is this offered in VCC, Ms. Rona?
So with the most relevant programs, electrical engineering would be the CAD and BIM, so computer aided design and building information modeling. So that's basically using advanced software in making, let's say, design for buildings like AutoCAD. So the tuition fee for 2 years would be around 40,000 CAD. But yeah, I wanna again mention that CAD and BIM has 100% employment rate, so that's a very good program choice. The exact tuition for 2 years would be 41,316 Canadian dollars.
Okay, thank you for that. How about the Humber, Sir Daryl?
We have electrical engineering technology, which is 3 years, and also electrical engineering technician, which is 2 years. Both of them, the tuition fee per year is about 18,000 Canadian dollars. That's 2 semesters. So basically, the electrical engineering technician is the first 2 years of the electrical engineering technology, na 3 years.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Next
So we also
question.
have a question here. So how about early childhood and healthcare tuition fee? First from VCC.
So for the early childhood care, 2-year tuition would be 44,858. All right, so that's for 2 years already. And for the healthcare, that's 42,880. So to the student who asked, I'm sure you got what I mentioned a while back, that the BC government announced na prioritize kayo when you apply for a PR. So yes, that's true, and that it's really worth it for you to invest in any of these two programs.
All right, thank you, Miss Runa. And Sir Daryl, same question. How about the tuition fee for early childhood and healthcare?
For our early childhood education, it's about 18,000 Canadian dollars as well. It's a diploma degree. And for healthcare, we don't have a specific program related to like healthcare leadership or other healthcare tagged as healthcare program, but we have practical nursing, we have fitness and health promotion. So all of those, they're also about 18,000 Canadian dollars per year.
Okay, thank you. Next question is, how long do we usually wait for LOAs, for the letter of acceptance in your schools, in VCC?
So the LOA, or letter of acceptance, is issued the most realistic number of days would be 5 days to let's say 2 weeks, but it can even be as early as 3 days. So the turnaround time is really based on the volume of applications and inquiries received by the admission team. All right, so you get the LOA once, of course, you pay the initial deposit as stated on the letter of offer.
Okay, thank you. How about in Humber?
So our processing time is about 6 to 8 weeks. Medyo matagal siya compared to the other colleges. Again, Humber is the largest public college in Canada, so we are receiving big volume of applications each day. But then again, as I have mentioned earlier, if you are really 100% sure that you want to push through with Humber College and you submitted complete documents and you submitted your documents ahead of time, then we can definitely expedite your application. So siguro hindi na siya 6 to 8 weeks, mga 4 weeks na lang to 6 weeks. Yan. And then we don't have an offer letter at Humber College. Once you get accepted, you will automatically receive your letter of acceptance. On your letter of acceptance, merong naka-indicate na due date of when you should be fully paid of at least one semester tuition fee. That will be about 8,000 to 10,000 Canadian dollars. It depends on the program. Our due date is usually about 3 months after receiving your letter of acceptance. So matagal naka-hold yung seat for you.
Okay. Thank you. Next question, Martin.
All right. So we also have here another question. How about accommodations? Do schools also help in finding accommodations for the students? Ms. Rona?
Sorry, is that me? Is that VCC? Yes.
Yes.
Medyo nawala lang. All right. So for the accommodation, we offer what we call homestay setup. So it's an arrangement where you get to stay with a Canadian family. You'll have your own room, access to common facilities, and 3 meals per day. So the average monthly fee would be around 1,000 CAD. If you don't want to avail of the homestay, then there's this web resource on our website where you can see the different portals that help you find an apartment, a condo, a place to stay in Canada. But just to share, so I would oftentimes, I would regularly organize a pre-departure session for the students, Filipino students, both face-to-face, yung mga within Manila, and those naman now outside Manila or the Philippines, virtual. And that pre-departure session is an opportunity for you to connect with your fellow Filipino students. Doon din nakakahanap yung iba ng apartment or tirahan because yung ibang students, let's say, may relatives sa Canada and nagpaparent out sila ng kanilang facilities or ng kanilang place. So yes, definitely we will support you. You just connect with us once, of course, enrolled na kayo and mag-uumpisa na kayo mag-aaral.
All right. Thank you so much, Ms. Runa. And same question for Humber College, Sir Daryl, for the accommodations.
We have on-campus accommodation in both of our North Campus and Lakeshore Campus. The rates are about 9,000 to 11,000 Canadian dollars per year. That's good for 2 semesters already. Again, that's 9,000 to 11,000 Canadian dollars for 2 semesters. If they wish to live outside the school, the rate is about 800 to 1,200 Canadian dollars per month. They can check etong websites na ito. I'll be typing it down. And then this one as well. And then if they can't really see or find any place, they can let you know. And of course, you can definitely relay that message to me. I'll try to link them with existing or onshore students na merong availability dun sa tinitirahan nila ngayon, so that it will be easier for them to find place for their accommodation.
All right. Thank you so much, Sir Daryl.
Thank you. Next question. Let's proceed to the next question. The next one. Do you accept applications for January 2024? Is your admissions open for January 2024, Sir Darren?
So our applications for January 2024 will open this May 15. So we haven't opened yet. 3 days pala. Ayan, May 12 na pala. So we're about to open our applications for January 2024.
How about in VCC?
So it's been open since February 1st. In fact, I mentioned a while back, may mga programs na nag-close na like early childhood in culinary and baking. Now, but most of the programs are still open and we will open summer or May 2024, this coming June 1st. So apply kayo guys agad to secure a seat.
Correct. So please feel free to apply now, no? Especially if you're targeting the January 2024 intake. You can apply through us if you're planning to apply through in Humber and BCC. Okay, next question.
All right. So another question is early childhood in VCC still available in September intake? And is it possible to pay only one semester for now, or you have to pay 1 year?
So thanks, Ronald, for that question. No, early childhood care is quite popular. After the BC government made an announcement nga na priority yung mga early childhood educators sa pag-apply nila for permanent residency. Now, there's no more available intake. Close ang September 2023. Close ang January or winter 2024. That's how popular the program is. Ang next intake natin is May 2024 or spring, and mag-open siya this coming June 1st. So you have to apply as soon as possible. Yung general admission requirements lang plus 2 letters of recommendation. Speak with Kanata, they can help you, okay? Apply sa VCs and they know the requirements. And about the tuition fee, so kung regular stream ang application mo sa study permit, certainly you can just pay for the first sem, which is yung payment mo na deposit. And for that particular program, ang ating, I'm just looking for the tuition fee rates. The early childhood care deposit amounts to 10,500. So that's the payment for the first term. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Ms. Rona. Same question for Humber, Sir Daryl. Is early childhood still open in September?
Early childhood education is already closed for September 2023, definitely. Dahil siya ay very, very in-demand program. So matagal na nag-open yung September 2023. Last October 2022 pa siya nag-open. So by now, it's already May. Wala na talaga. So the next available intake for that program at Humber College is January 2024. If you're aiming for that program and you're okay with January intake, then please submit your documents to Kanata tonight. Tonight, para ma-line up nila yung application nyo by May 15. Kasi kung beyond May 15 nyo pa masasubmit yung documents niyo, pwede naman, pero please expect lang na in few days after opening, that program, Early Childhood Education, will close. Kasi ganun siya kabilis mapuno. Is it possible to pay one sem for now, or you have to pay 1 year? At Humber College, you're only required to pay at least one semester tuition fee after receiving your letter of acceptance.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Sir Daryl.
Next question. We have more questions. I see a lot of how much questions for tuition fee. I think it would be very helpful for Ms. Rona and Sir Daryl to provide the link. I believe you do have the link for the tuition costs so that they can check na lang how much the program would cost. Next one. I graduated 2-year course practical nursing in the Philippines. What 2-year program would you recommend? Thank you. Okay, answer. They have programs offered for practical nursing graduates, Sir Daryl and Humber.
Okay, so for practical nursing, yes, we offer that to international students at Humber, but it's only offered in fall intake. So that's September. Again, September 2023 is already full at the moment. The next will be in September 2024. Applications for practical nursing for all the programs, actually, for September 2024, intake at Humber College will open this November or end of October or beginning of November of this year.
Okay, thank you. How about in VCC?
We don't have practical nursing. What we have is healthcare assistant diploma. Practical nursing is offered for domestic or Canadian students only. So the most relevant would be the healthcare assistant, but it's only offered once a year for fall intake, or that's commencing September, and application for September 2024 opens on October 1st Vancouver time.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, Miss Rona. And I guess that's about it. Those are the questions that we have here. So guys, we highly suggest that if you have more specific questions, just click on the link to book a free consultation with us. And before we wrap up this info session, any last words from Humber College, Sir Daryl?
So again, thank you so much everyone for joining us tonight on a Friday night. And thank you, Kanata, for having Humber College again in your session. And again, I would like to encourage everyone to submit your documents to Kanata before May 15 or on May 15 so that they can line up your applications for January 2024, especially if you're aiming for early childhood education in biotechnology and those kinds of programs, because they are very, very in demand. All right. And again, we have posted our website link on the chat box. Please click on that link and you can find your program or programs there, and you can check the specific tuition fee for your program. Thank you so much, everyone. Happy
Thank
weekend.
you. Thank you. Happy weekend.
All right.
Also, Miss Ron, last
So it's kind
last
of
words?
dark. All right. So thank you so much, guys, for joining, to all our attendees this evening. Hello, Daryl. Thank you so much, everyone, for attending the webinar. And thank you so much, Kanata, for having DCC. I really appreciate this. To all our attendees tonight, remember, guys, ang tuition fees ng lahat ng colleges, institutions, increase annually. All right. So tataas yan 2 to 3% per year. So while it's still affordable, now is the best time to study. Either VCC or Humber, both would be a great choice. So kayo na ang bahala. Of course, choose BCC because I'm from BCC. But either or would be a great choice. And we look forward to seeing you all at BCC anytime soon. And again, thank you for your time and enjoy the weekend.
All right, thank you so much, Miss Rona. Again, we would like to extend our gratitude to those that attended tonight. Thank you so much for spending your Friday evening with us. And again, thank you. Have a blessed weekend, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.